like me, you've been looking at pattern catalogs since you were a small child going to the fabric store with your mom. If you're not lucky enough to have been doing that, the whole idea of choosing a pattern might be overwhelming. So today we're going to give you some tips about how to find the perfect pattern and how to read the pattern envelope. Here's a few tips about searching for a pattern. First of all, you're going to be looking at the pattern catalog, which shows the brand. It'll also show the season that the catalog was printed. Inside, you'll find all of the categories of the types of patterns listed on the front page. And many patterns will give you kind of a lot of the newer styles at a glance right at the beginning. So once you've found the section you're looking for, maybe you're looking for a nice skirt pattern, it'll show you the style number for that pattern, in this case 6700. It'll show you photos of the project made up. It'll also give you line drawings to give you a more technical look at the pattern. In this case, Berta indicates the yardage required for this pattern, as well as suggested fabrics, and it even includes a difficulty level. If we flip to the back of the catalog, there's a lot of other really important information. The main one being the size chart for that given brand. So in this case, they're giving you measurements, and then they're giving you the sizes accompany those measurements. Here's for ladies, here's for men. And if we flip the page again, on the very last inside cover, there is a listing of all the styles that are available in this catalog and the pages that they're listed on. So if you know the style you're looking for, because you saw it on the internet, you can find the exact page and find all the information you need about that pattern. Let's take a minute to talk about the information that's covered on the front of the pattern. Again, we'll have the brand, we'll have either a photo or a drawing of the pattern. This one gives us a nice tip that it's a 1-hour skirt. The style number for that pattern will be on the front, as well as the size range that's included in this pattern. In this case, the AA refers to the fact that there's 6, 8, 10, and 12 all included in this one pattern. Some patterns will have all sizes included, such as Quixo and Berta often have that as the case. One important thing you're going to be looking for on the back of your pattern is the body measurements for the sizes. On this McCall's pattern, the body measurements are actually found on the flap. On some patterns, such as this Quixo pattern, they give you a bigger picture of the sizes and the measurements for those sizes. On some patterns, particularly patterns that feature costumes, you'll see that there are adult and children's sizes both available. So make sure that when you're choosing your pattern that you're getting the sizes that you want. In this case, all of the adult sizes are included, but there'd be a separate envelope for all the children's sizes. A lot of the other information included on the back of the pattern is going to be a description of the pattern. They're going to give you suggested fabrics. They're going to give you the sizes and the yardage required for the different views of the pattern. They'll also give indications of any interfacing or lining required for that pattern, a list of the notions required, as well as some of the technical measurements for the finished garment. One of the most important things we're going to be looking at when you're looking at the back of your pattern is figuring out how much fabric that you need. So let's say that we're making skirt A and we know that our fabric is 45 inches wide. Based on the size chart, we're going to decide that we're making a size 10. So here on the English side of the pattern, it's indicating that we would want 2 3/8 yards of fabric. If we're buying in meters, we're just going to zoom over to the French side of the pattern, look at the same thing, skirt A, 115 centimeters wide in a size 10. The corresponding amount of fabric is 2.2 meters. Another important thing to point out is in some complicated patterns, the instructions for applique, webbing, lining, and interfacing, the requirements will be included inside the pattern because there's not enough space on the back of the pattern. So that information will be included right on the instructions included inside the pattern. On patterns that require stretch fabrics, you'll often see what's called a stretch guide on the back of the pattern. And what this allows us to do is to measure the degree of stretch that the fabric has to make sure that it's appropriate for that pattern. So what they're asking us to do is take 4 inches of the fabric, So we'll just pinch off the 4 inches and make sure that it'll stretch all the way to that maximum point. And that lets us know that that fabric will be suitable for that pattern. Thanks for joining us here at Studio Fabricana. If you have any further questions about choosing patterns, figuring out sizes, or required materials, our friendly staff are always there to help you find success with your projects.